Hello. Hi, everyone. I just wanted to introduce, as promised, all of my cards. So I have just the best friends in the whole world, and they support me so much. And for Christmas this year, I got two beautiful decks, and then one just arrived in the mail about a month or two ago, and I've just been devouring them. And I wanted to share them with you. So I also have my, let me just move my camera here, my beautiful tea set and my tea leaf reading that I do, that I inherited from look at this beautiful cup I inherited from my auntie, who's a tea leaf reader, and her books as well. And I have my original deck of Tarot of the Spirit, and this is what I usually read from when I do a reading. I've had these for, oh geez, how long's it been now? 24 years. 24 years I've been reading from this deck. So I absolutely love it, and it's usually my go-to. But I wanted to introduce you to a few of my new ones. So I started out, when I started studying shamanism, I bought myself this beauty, Mystical Shaman's Oracle. And so one of my teachers actually made this deck, and you know, he made it with his wife, also a shaman, and he's a psychologist and studies ancient wisdom from all around the world. So he's got these beautiful tarot cards, oracle cards that he made. Soul retrieval, they're just gorgeous deck here. I just can't get enough. Can't get enough. They're so amazing. And you know, it's this ancient wisdom from all over the world that he studies. An anthropologist, a psychologist. He's just incredible, and brought together just all this ancient wisdom into these cards, these Mystic Shaman Oracle deck. As well, for Christmas, I got this beautiful deck, The Wisdom of the Elders. And this is by Sean Leonard, and look at the just gorgeous deck here. We've got love, and again, this is really it's based on indigenous spiritual practice. It's the bridge between the physical world and the spirit world, and just I love finishing off a reading with them. So I usually let the people pick, client pick where they're really feeling called, and it always just brings together the whole reading. Or if there's that final question at the end, or maybe there was something else that we didn't touch on because something was more pressing. It's usually what happens. The spirit decides, right, what you need to hear and how you need to hear it. And sometimes you don't have to say. This comes up a lot. Sometimes you're not meant to know certain things, so it won't come through. Or it'll be like, you know, you need to walk down that road. You need to take that journey, right? Which brings me to the third oracle deck, and this is the newest one that just came in the mail, and I loved it so much I actually bought the book, so I'm reading the book now. But this is by Sharon Blackie, The Rooted Woman Oracle Cards, and If a Woman Rose Rooted is the name of the book that I'm reading, and this is based on Celtic ancient traditions and Celtic teachings and Celtic spirituality, and I'm just, I bawled. I can't stop crying. I read this book and I cry and I cry and I cry because, you know, I grew up learning about indigenous cultures and indigenous stories, and I knew the story of the Spider Woman as she wove the world into being, and I knew the story of, you know, obviously Adam and Eve, and, you know, growing up with religion all around me, but I didn't know my own heritage, my own Celtic stories that were taken from me, and I can't believe it's taken me this long to learn these old stories. But her oracle cards are absolutely gorgeous, and they're more of a women's perspective, and it's the hero's journey for women, which is a little bit different. And she breaks these oracle cards up into three. So there is the journey, the ally, and the places. So let's just check it out here. We've got like sovereignty, which is coming up a lot in Canada right now, and we're talking a lot about our land and You know, this is the power of the land, this card, and how we need to pull on that and draw on that and really root down. You know, this is another beautiful ally card, and this is the Selkie, and it's about your soul skin, and how sometimes we need to shed our skin and find new skin, and which really means, you know, we're being called to something greater and letting go, and it's very a vulnerable place to be in, really, and yet a beautiful place and an awakening place, and you just can't fight it sometimes. So I love this card. I love the story, the old folklore all around soul skin. Absolutely incredible. I'm so blessed. And then, of course, the journey cards. We've got the quest. That isn't that wild, eh? Shape-shifting. And the wasteland. So,
it was little Elsa.
You have to look for it, my darling. This is a lot about coming out of that man's world that's been built. You have to look. I can't help you find it. You have to look. So again, the journey, and then of course, honey, I'm doing a video. Can you just wait, please? Go find your toy that you need. And then we have places, the well, the moor. Oh my goodness, it just keeps getting better. The cave, the bog. I just love the artwork. I love all the stories. I'm in love with all of them. I really can't pick.
Mommy,
Go and find them for yourself, okay? If you go and look, then I'll help you if you still can't find them, okay? Just let me finish up here. And then last but not least is I got a new deck of tarot for Christmas. So this is Wild Reflections. Check those out. So these are really cool. And they're tarot, again, with nature and connecting you to nature. But look, they're golden cards. They're just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I wish all cards look like this. Check out the artistry, though. It's very, I find them very easy to read. I find them really they just scream at me. I like, check out this devil card. Being bound, you know, completely a slave to your desires, and you and your partner, and the people in your life, and it's like where you're coming from and what you know, and you know, coming away from that. And what's interesting is these cards, unlike mine, my tarot cards, Tarot of the Spirit, instead of having you know, cups and swords and pentacles, I'm using water and fire, and there's fire, earth, there's earth. Wow, let's see if we can get a water. Look at that, water. Okay, so see, they work with you. Spirit just works right through me. So these ones, really cool, cups, and all represented by seashells, which is so cool. It's all about your connection with nature in these cards, and finding yourself through nature. And if you're really nature-esque and nature speaks to you, this might be a really good reading for you to use these cards. Check out the pentacles. It's all sunflowers. And look at that one. It's like taking from the top. Everybody else is reaching from the bottom, but you get the part at the top. I just love that. Six of Pentacles.
Mommy,
The swords are all represented with arrows.
Now.
Just being completely shot at and misrepresented. Like, that's what that card says to me. And check out the wands. Wands are all represented by these gorgeous, like sticks, but like, oh, just these, the essence of nature, and how it gives us strength and grounds us. I love it. Okay, I'll make you a cup of tea. I know you see the teapot, you want a cup of tea. And of course, yeah, the cups, which we already talked about. So these are just incredible cards, and I can't wait to use them in my practice. I've been learning and reading, and I just love them all so much. So that is what I am bringing to the table. This is my table. I got my tea leaves. I got my girls and my cards, and of course, Spirit. So As promised, I did say in my one of my other videos that I would be introducing these cards to everybody, and I'm just so grateful to so many amazing friends. One in particular who bought me 3 of these decks, and she's just so supportive. Everybody's been so supportive of this this work that I've been doing, and honestly, you know, I've been reading a lot about, no, sweetheart, don't play with the teapot. It's hot, okay? About how this is really a calling, being called, you know, and in all these cards, they talk about the calling. And I never realized, I was like, what's this call? How do you get called? Like, when, you know, somebody who enters the priesthood, they're called, Spirit calls them. And because I answered the call so long ago in life, when I was just a little girl. And I've been working with it and denying it for so many years and doubting it. Okay, thank you. That's enough. I don't want you touching my beautiful teeth. Thank you. So yeah, it's really been an incredible journey, and I'm so happy to be here. And you know, when I do a reading, it's so personal and so sacred to me. It's such an honor to be that bridge for you. It's just, I don't want to do anything else with my life. I'm absolutely thrilled, you know, to bring people Reiki healings, to connect with spirit and let it work through me, with Reiki, with shamanism, with, you know, helping people, protecting them and teaching them how to do this work as well. You know, doing tarot, bringing these messages, helping people get unstuck. And then with yoga and the body, I've been learning about the microbiome and your health and wellness and how we eat and how it can really change everything for us and help us live a long, beautiful life with our food and blessing that food and really, you know, just living our best self. And I think, you know, with yoga, meditation, diet, and incorporating the spiritual and bringing that into everything I do, it's just such an honor for me to do this work. And really, I don't do a video unless I feel like called to do it. Like, okay, it's time. Today's the day. Sometimes I just don't want to. It's been months since I've really done a video, because it just doesn't feel like it's time. And honestly, I don't have a script. It's just straight live. If I mess it up too bad, like sometimes if the kids come, I'll redo it. But this was going so well, and I'm just gonna post it. So I love you all. Namaste.